Hello, hello. Welcome to the Skeins of Dreams Knitting podcast. I'm Megha. I'm also known as Skeins of Dreams on Instagram and on Ravelry. And if you watch my episodes, this is a different type of episode today. I decided that I would try a vlog style video. Today is Friday, November 18th, and we are leaving for India on Tuesday. So I kind of wanted to come, give an update, draw the winners from the last episode's giveaway, and show you my finished object and some works in progress that I'm currently working on. But I this weekend's going to be very busy, and I wasn't sure I would have time to actually sit and record an episode and take care of everything. So I decided that when I have 10 minutes here or there, I'm just going to talk about the different things and then edit them together on Sunday and hopefully put out the episode before I leave for India. So that the next episode is once I come back from India and it will talk all about my trip. So if everything goes as planned, you will see this episode before I leave. All right. So I'm wearing my Blizzard sweater. It is a design by Jessica McDonald's. I knit the sweater last time around this time of the year. Sorry, someone's pinging me, and let me go take care of that. So, as I was saying, I'm wearing the Blizzard sweater. This is a design by Jessica McDonald's. I test knit this for her, and I think I knit it around the same time last year. I knit this in Holst Super Soft Held Double. The main color is Oxford, and the contrast color is Sweet Pea. Also Holst Super Soft. I'm sorry if the lighting is blowing out the color a little bit because it's not as bright out anymore, like we're in November. So I'm using some artificial lighting, and I don't know if it's altering the color too much, but I think we should be fine. I really love this sweater. I love Holst Held Double and the fabric it creates, and I really want to make more sweaters in this fabric. But yeah, I'm working on a kid's sweater. I mentioned a few episodes ago that I wanted to make Christmas sweaters for our neighbors' kids, and I've started the boys' sweater. So this is what I'm knitting for him. The boy is I think he is 8 and the girl is 9. So I'm just saying boy and girl because I don't want to say their names. I mean, I have not asked their parents if I can do that. So I'm knitting the Flax Sweater by Tin Can Knits. I was told by my friend Anina of the Annuity Knits podcast that the Flax is a slim fit sweater. So she suggested that I should size up because she's made it for her kids before, or I think her nieces or nephews or someone. So what I did was I didn't meet gauge anyway, so I had to recalculate how many stitches I wanted before I divided for sleeves. So I did that, and then I added a few raglan increases just to get a little more positive ease because kids will anyway grow a lot. So, but I don't want it to be so big that he can't wear it this year. They're I'm sure they're at an age where they like to wear the clothes that they have currently. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing, knitting the flax, and this yarn is Malabrigo Rios. The blue is called Azul Profundo or something weird, and the white is natural. It's actually natural, so it's like a creamy color of white. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I was watching. Oh, I think my camera moved. I was watching Mars from the Hey Brown Berry podcast, and she was talking about enjoying podcasts with a little more immersive experience where you're not just sitting and going through your regular FO whips and all of that. I mean, I have all my videos are like that, so I just after watching her video, I thought, okay, maybe let me try something different. I don't know if this will turn out nice or if it'll be too annoying for you, but hopefully I do a good enough job of editing it all together. All right. My next work in progress is this garter cardigan. It's actually a vest because I'm not doing the sleeve, but I'm knitting this for my mom. This is a test knit by a new to me designer. Her name is Tori Yu, and she's Tori Knits NYC on Instagram. And I'm test knitting this beautiful cardigan for her. This I'm knitting in Rowan Soft Yak DK. It's 76 cotton and yak, and I think that it has some polyamide or something in it. I love this yarn. This has been such a pleasure to knit with. I'm only making the vest version, so there won't be a sleeve or anything. I just have to finish the body. I've got a bit done on the body, and this is actually the wrong side. I've got a bit done on the body, but I think I have to knit like 12 inches, and then there's some short row shaping to make the back longer than the front. So this is a detail on the side of the cardigan. I'm really enjoying knitting this garter project. So this is this should be like it's I think the test deadline is end of this month, and I'm planning to take this with me on the flight to India, and then I should be able to get a lot done. Now at this point I'm just doing the body, like the shaping and all is done. You actually like cast on for the back, like this whole width, and you knit the back until the underarm, and then you like pick up stitches for the front, for the two fronts, and then you're doing I-cord edging throughout. So it's a very, very nice cardigan, and I actually tried it on yesterday, and I really like how it looks on me. So I'm thinking maybe once I finish and give this to my mom, I might make one for myself. I love this yarn. It is so beautiful to work with, and I'm actually using bamboo needles, and I think that makes it even nicer because the yarn is kind of slick. It has so much cotton, and the bamboo gives it just the right amount of grip. So yeah, the pattern is called Gartergan. It's like cardigan, but garter, so Gartergan. I don't know. But yeah, I'm enjoying this, and I should be done with this before I go to meet my mom, which is towards the end of my trip in India. And the plan is to just knit garter on the flight there. That should be fun. The colorway is Heath, and I really like this purple. I actually have a sweater's quantity of a nice red in this yarn, and I want to make like a cardigan for myself. I'm not sure if I want to make this one or something else, but I really, really love the yarn. And this has been such a wonderful project to knit because of just simple garter, but it looks very nice. Like I'm knitting a 60-inch finished size for my mom. Let's see how it fits her. But yeah, we'll see. If I like how this fits me after I finish, I might make the same size for me. Might be like a nice casual throwover cardigan around the house. Should be fun. So we just had a very pretty sugar dusting of snow in our backyard. It's so cold and so pretty. I don't know, is Mango here? Yep, he is. Where did you go? Mango wants to go out? Mango, you want to go out? No. Usually he runs out, but he can tell it's very cold. Shall we close the door, Mango? Shall we? Hello, good morning. It's Saturday, November 19th, and I wanted to give you a little update. I've just made a mug of coffee, an extremely large mug of coffee. You see? um, Yesterday, I was knitting on the Flax Sweater, and I was getting. I've seen my neighbors' kids around, I know how big they are, but when I was knitting the sweater, I felt like maybe it was a little small, and I was doubting the size that was turning out, even though I had made it a little larger than the flax pattern sizing. So I texted my neighbor and I was like, okay, at the risk of sounding creepy, can I please get a t-shirt from your kids, from both of them, so I can like measure them for size, and then I will make the, oh, hello, Oreo. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Oreo. I will measure them for size, and I will make sure that the sweater is the right size. So they sent me a t-shirt each from their son and daughter, of the like that belongs to their son and daughter, and um, the sweater I was making was for sure smaller than the shirt size. So I ripped back. I ripped back all the way to the yoke, that is the sleeve separation, and I'm adding more raglan increases. So I was making a garment that was 28-inch chest for the boy, but turns out he 30 and a half, 31 would be better. So I'm just gonna add raglan increases, and I measured the yoke depth in that t-shirt as well. It's like a long sleeve t-shirt, doesn't stretch, so that's good. So it's the true. Okay, Oreo is like nudging my hand and moving the camera right now. So yeah, so I have ripped back to the raglan increases, and I'm going to fix that. So I just wanted to come and give you an update. I thought I'd talk about my finished objects, but Oreo is sitting in a very weird position right now. So if you can see, what are you doing? Yep, this is what is happening. So I'm gonna go and um, record the finished object segment at a different time when Oreo is in a different mood. I forgot to mention what I'm wearing today. This is my season's sweater by Ozetta. Haley Smedley is the designer behind the Ozetta knitwear. I dress knit this, I think, last year, and I made it in Rerum Natura Gilead in the caramel color. I think that's it. Yeah, it has become my lounge sweater. Like I wear it around the house when I have nowhere to go. It has held up really well. There is a little bit of pilling here and there, but nothing too obvious. I think the stitch, it's a half fisherman's rib, so the stitch pattern prevents pilling maybe, and at places it has matted a little. I guess it has like felted a little, like elbows, and but the disclaimer is that I've been wearing this a lot. Like, if I wear it around the house, it gets rough use. I roll up the sleeves and I start cleaning and stuff, and I don't take the sweater off. And it has a lot of cat hair on it, but I guess on camera you can't really tell. But yeah, so I really like the sweater and I really like the yarn. It's definitely, oops, next to skin soft for me. And I would like to make I would like to make another one of the same pattern, maybe a slightly smaller size, because I made the 52-inch size for this. And I mean, it's nice and I can wear it very sweatshirty, but I'd like a little more fitted one. Not fitted per se, but less positive ease. And I would also like to use this yarn again. It's a very beautiful yarn. I really like it, and I think the yarn has great potential for good stitch definition. So I really enjoy that, and that comes through in this half fisherman's rib. So I'm like, I kind of want to make them together, maybe make another sweater in the same yarn, but we'll see. Um, you know how it goes with all my planning. But yeah, I'm wearing the season sweater today. So, this is what all of you have been waiting for. My Kerr sweater is finished and it's glorious. I really love how this turned out. This is a design by Rebecca Clow, who is the Crea Bea and has the Crea Bea podcast. I knit this in Blackberry Ridge woolen mill yarn, um, sport weight in the dark bronze color, and I really enjoyed knitting this sweater. It has very beautiful details like this folded collar, and then I really like how it is segmented, like you do stockinette, then you do interesting color work, and then you do stockinette again, so that breaks it down a lot. The major modifications I had to make was for the same chest size, men have a bigger arm size. So I had to increase the armhole for the sweater so it fits Baljeet well. And of course, I told Rebecca that I'd been knitting it for a man, so she knew that I would have to make modifications to do it. And let me turn it around and show you. So this is the back of the sweater. It's kind of a modified drop shoulder. You can see that this is where you cast on, and then you knit the back. Then you pick up along this and you knit the front, and the same way on the other side. Once you do the neck shaping, you then join together for the front. One other thing that I realized was I didn't have to change needle sizes to go from stockinette to color work in the body. But for the sleeve, I had to do that because in a small circumference, my color work gauge is tighter. So I had to rip out the first color work I did and then do it in a larger needle because it was too tight. And I think Baljeet wants me to increase the length of the sweater a little bit. So after my trip, I'm gonna rip out the ribbing, increase an inch, and then do the ribbing again. But that's an easy fix. And I usually don't do a folded collar for my sweaters because I'm too warm around my neck, but Baljeet really liked it. He wore it once already, and I think like a sweater takes its actual form once you wash it, but then also once you wear it. So don't mind the little creases, but it's been worn, and I love this yarn. I really want to make more things in this yarn. It's so beautiful. So yeah, that's the finished Kerr sweater. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for letting me test this. This was such a pleasure to knit. So, because the cats are going to stay at home, we've put all our plants on a table. There are some grow lights as well. But this is so that the cats don't get to the plants, and then the cat sitters and our friends will be watering the plants. I just wanted to show you what we're doing about this. I have my pothos and peperomia and palms, and there's the philodendron over there. They're all doing pretty well. So we've been saving them from the cats. And while I'm taking this video, the cats are sitting outside waiting to be let in, but that's not going to happen. So I also finished my BurgosVest. This is a pattern by Rosa Pomar. I knit this in woolly knit British wool hanks in the color Lupin. I really enjoyed knitting this pattern. It was a very quick pattern, and I'll actually put a picture of me wearing it. It looks pretty good. I did a lot of modifications. I held the woolly knit double, and so I didn't meet the gauge, and I had to like change the size I was knitting for it and everything. But I'll put a picture of me wearing it, and it's a little more negative ease than I wanted, but I'm pretty happy the way it looks, and I made it the right length to wear with dresses. I just love the fabric. It is so pretty. The yarn is very, very beautiful. So yeah, so this is my other finished object, the Burgos vest. I also wanted to show the back real quick. There's a little detail here, the way you do increases and everything, and then you pick up stitches. I really like how that looks. And it's the same, like I think you first cast on for the back, then you pick up stitches for both the fronts, and then you join for the underarm and everything. So it's a very nice pattern, very well written, and yep, super happy with it. Hello. It's Monday morning, and I completely dropped the ball on recording. I didn't get a lot recorded yesterday because I was super busy with some last minute shopping and then in general packing and everything. I have made a decision on what projects to take, and I will share with you what I want to take on the trip with me. I'm not planning on taking a lot of things because I don't think I'll get enough time to knit in India. So I'm hoping today I will finish editing this video and schedule it to be released sometime this week. And I will share with you what I finally decided to take with me on the trip. I think I'll take the flax sweater for my neighbor's son, and I'll take one skein of sock yarn to make a pair of socks, and maybe I'll take two skeins of the next sweater I want to get started on. Let's see, I have not decided if I want to do that, but I'll wind the yarn and maybe start swatching. Um, I know that's a lot of last minute things, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna show you the yarn that I've decided. I think I decided against a sweater for myself. That might be too much knitting for India. So here's what I'm gonna take. So these are the 4 projects I decided on. This is the flax sweater. I had to rip back, so I'm gonna continue making this sweater and it's gonna take me a while. This is a ball of sock yarn I bought at the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival, and I want to make a pair of socks for myself. This is a pair of socks that started for Baljeet but abandoned last year, so I might finish those. I know this is already a lot for 3 weeks. But this is the main thing I want to knit on after the flax. It's Barocco Ultra Alpaca Light, and I bought this to make a pair of fingerless gloves, convertible gloves. And I found a pattern which I'm going to swatch for and hopefully get that going. So this is what I'm planning on for my trip, and after my trip you'll see how much I get done. I'm expecting only that and maybe this to get started. I don't think I'll get time to touch these, but we'll see. One of the last things I wanted to show you is a book I got recently. This is the Gartergan catalog. It's Mr. 15. 2015. It has beautiful men's patterns, and I think I'm gonna knit this for Baljeet next. Not as in immediately next, but his next sweater is going to be Marius. This has very, very beautiful patterns. So this is part of my acquisitions for this episode. Very, very modern and smart sweaters. I really like it. There's another one I want to show you. Hold on. I love this sweater so much. I want to make this for myself. It's a very beautiful catalog. It has a lot of good patterns in it. Oh, this one I like as well. This is the North Sea sweater, and I want to make this as well. But Baljeet liked the Marius more, so I'm going to make that first. And this has like patterns in both Danish and in English, I think. Yes. So yeah, so this was my short and sweet acquisition section. But yeah, that is a stunner. So that concludes my short and haphazardly put together episode. Thank you so much for watching until the end if you've stuck with me until now, but this is definitely shorter than my usual episode, so that's good. And I have picked winners for the giveaway from the last episode. Congratulations, Janice Weldon and Trudy Delich. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your names. Thank you so much for participating in the giveaway. And I've put your names on the screen here, so hopefully you're watching again. And please reach out to me at skeins-of-dreams-knits@gmail.com with your address. And I will ship your prizes once I'm back from my trip. And all of you who participated in the giveaway, thank you so much. I really enjoyed reading all your comments and all the projects that you've been working on. It was very inspiring and definitely added more patterns to my queue. Not that it needs to get any longer. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was something different that I tried. And I hope you enjoyed watching snippets of my weekend. I have been editing as I've been recording, so I think I've managed well on time. It was just easier for me to record in short bursts than to sit and do it. I think it takes about the same amount of time, but just I don't know, it felt easier and more manageable this way. So that's what I did. I'm really excited to come back from my trip and then share everything that happened during the trip there. And so that'll be my episode in December. I think I'll come back on the 15th of December, so it'll be after that. Right in the time, right in the holiday season, right? I hope you enjoyed this short and sweet episode with me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay safe, take care, and happy crafting. Bye.